que se comió el panorama con un solo bocado. Siempre lo han criticado porque siempre fui.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV No Sleep Uno. Congratulations on being a finalist for the top play of the year. How do you feel about being one of the finalists? One of the few.
Thank you. You have no, I'm lit beyond explanation. It's just like.
So you have a crew that you run with, right, to try to get these top plays. I know you've been submitting a ton of plays over the year. What's that like? Are you guys just showing off and just beating people like me out there, or what's going on?
I've always been into 2K.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as
it always does, it keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. James Wiseman's out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the center. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Now, here's Cunningham. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Shoots the 3. Cunningham's shot is off. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker. In Boston, and boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
The first one falls. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And taken away by Brown. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. Finish off the break.
And running with a full head of speed, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Bogdanovic. Williams.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Bagley with the block. Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Smart.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Williams kicks to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Cunningham passes to Bagley. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Here's Smart. They get it back. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Milwaukee.
Now, the Pistons for years have been just chasing away to try to get into the postseason, and felt kind of like a rebuild, but here we are. They've assembled a real promising core of young talent. Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Bogdanovich, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. They have, in the Pistons' win percentage last season, about the same as the year before. But, Brent, that doesn't tell their whole story.
I appreciate that, Kevin. It provides some context for the Pistons. Lots of injuries and COVID-related issues held them back. And they had health. Close to a 500 team. So being young, being hungry, this squad is looking to take the next step.
Here's Lopez. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Brown dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He could be in the roll. A lot of options from the big man.
Hurts on the wing. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Smart. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Bagley. Fournier's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Hayes subbed in for Burks. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's Duren. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Brent, when we talk about the evolution of basketball, Brook Lopez is a great example.
Well, this is one of the more head-scratching, remarkable, complimentary things that you could say about Brook Lopez. The fact that he did not make a three-pointer until his 7th season in the NBA, but added that long range to his game to become a stretch 5 and a valuable piece to the Bucks' 2021 title run. An amazing career arc for one Brook Lopez.
Basket good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:14 left to play in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Fournier. And here is Duren. No points in the game yet for him.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Brown kicks to Williams. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lopez, no luck. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Ivy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, with lots of upside.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this game. And that one falls for Ivey.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And the Celtics making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Daniel Tice is checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fournier. Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 9. Molinari with it. Pass to Lopez. And here's Brown outside. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Pistons trail by 9. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Brook Lopez is out there with Muscala, and it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Got a piece of it. Tice passes to Cunningham. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Cunningham with it. Brogdon picks him up. Outside, Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Brown. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan. Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Bogdanovich finds Cunningham. Here's Tice. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Alec Burks is at over a decade in the league. One of the more reliable guards that we have.
At some point, I believe that Alec Burks is going to be on a team that's doing bigger things. Because of that consistency, he's going to become a more valuable piece. I mean, he shoots it well from three. He got his big contract in 2021, but it hasn't changed that consistency that he plays with.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Left side, Horford. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Wiseman with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bogdanovich inside. Tatum on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both great shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, that they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. Now, Smart, following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. Here's Williams. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start. This game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
Some changes for Boston. Grant Williams is checked in for Horford. And it's Gallinari in for Tatum. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Evan Fournier comes in for Bogdanovich. Ivy's checked in for Alec Burks. And Hayes subbed in for Cunningham. Now here's Wiseman. He had 16 points in the win against Toronto.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Brogdon outside. To the middle. Here's Williams. Detroit with the rebound. 1:49 left in the first half of the game. Here's Ivey. Detroit, no good that time either.
McGee giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Williams, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. Outside Fournier. And Duren slams it in.
Could be top 10 easiest assists that Fournier's had.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Gallinari outside. He feeds it to Williams. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Hayes kicks to Fournier. Hits it from three-point range. Fournier's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes to Brogdon. And stolen by Ivey. Pass to Hayes. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes, but he just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brogdon outside. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
Now, here's Ivey. He's covered by Brown. Ivey passes to Duren. He dishes it to Ivey. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Now, just a 3-point Celtic lead.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivey plays with no fear in there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtic.
25.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Boston leading by 3. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
On the court for the Pistons, Bogdanovich out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Cunningham. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. He doesn't get the second one.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. That was a second look at a Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Cunningham finds Bogdanovich. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Burks for three. And another three for Detroit.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Tatum against Bogdanović. And finished off by Horford.
When you have a big like Horford setting the screen and rolling to the bucket, there's sometimes nothing the D is able to do.
Burks the pass to Cunningham. Here's Wiseman. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Bagley. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
Marvin Bagley the
Bagley's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered. He's around the offensive glass.
Now timeout called by Boston.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Tatum passes to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
The pass to Burks. Cunningham looking it over. Bagley against Horford. Cunningham passes to Wiseman. Comes up empty down low. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
The Pistons trailing. Cunningham outside. Kicks it to Bogdanović. Now Wiseman. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Tatum down low. He's covered by Bogdanović. Here's Horford, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Knocked away and taken away by Brown. And finished off by Brown.
The defense has no answer for Brown. When he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they are in good hands. And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Cunningham finds Stewart. Pass to Bogdanović, trying to end the drought. Detroit, no good that time either. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. Hit those all day long. David, thank you. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Brook Lopez. And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good. And Brent, let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. Missing the playoffs over the recent stretch. Not what this franchise is really used to.
No, they've only made the postseason twice in the last 13 seasons. And, of course, in the early part of the century, they rattled off 8 straight appearances, including that championship in 2004 that upset the Lakers. So still looking for a return to relevance, but they made some great moves in the draft. They may be on their way.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Williams, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Passes it to Hayes. Now here's Bogdanovich. Here's Hayes. He averages about 5 points a game. Detroit, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Here's Smart. The kick out to Williams. Lopez passes to Gallinari. Over Ivy. Misses off the left iron. Pistons trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Stewart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Stewart not shy, getting in there to draw fouls and make the defense smother him. He can take that.
It's his first trip to the line.
Isaiah Stewart at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Muscala, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Tice is checked in, so 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
So much about Stewart comes through his toughness, and you get physical with him. He has no problem getting physical right back.
Muscala. Oh, there's the one-handed jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Tice, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And it's Brown missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. And that's unfortunate.
And so it's Boston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pistons trail by Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Muscala is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Smart. It's Brown on the wing. Now here's Cunningham from the corner. Offensive rebound. Bagley with the bucket. Bagley's got 4 this quarter.
Takes contact, and a good job of Bagley fighting through at that time.
Pass to Brown. Muscala with the ball. Working on Bagley. Muscala dishes to Lopez. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. And he uses the glass on the lane.
He has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
There's the pass to Burks. Here's Ivey. Back to Burks. No one near him. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Some changes for Boston. Robert Williams comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Horford in for Muscala. And a switcher also for Detroit. Bogdanovich is checked in for Ivey. Cunningham against Smart. Bagley. It's good on the putback.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
All right, David, thanks.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Celtics leading by 7. And here's Smart. Brown feeling out a bit. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That one is no good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Wiseman's checked in for the Pistons. Horford kicks to Smart. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's Brown missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Top of the key, Wiseman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And there should be tons of trips to the free throw line for Wiseman. It's so tough to stop inside.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
That one goes. Count it.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Cunningham. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Cunningham. Bagley trying to free himself up.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet. And he has such quick reaction.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Smart against Cunningham. And it's Williams throwing it down.
He is a budding prospect. I like whenever Williams shows that determination on offense, and it looks like he wants to just take over.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're down by 10. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Robert Williams.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Bagley trying to free himself up. Chalk up 2 there.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Timeout call, the Celtics. They're in front by 8. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter.
Entertainment.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Horford.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. Trailing by 10. Outside for Bagley. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Bagley's got 11 in the second half. Celtics leading by 7. 1:05 left in the fourth. It's stolen by Bagley.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovic displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
And the Pistons with possession here. Cunningham outside, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Wiseman.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Tatum with it. Wiseman picks him up. Williams. Yes!
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Down against Burks. And it's sent back by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And some of what Smart gives his team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Outside Bogdanovich. 3-pointer. The Pistons rebound. Pass to Burks. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Beer.
I can't see it, thing fake walk. I can't see it, thing fake walk. Yeah, they like Stevie.